All right, so April 27th episode of Monday Night Raw. Where you start?
Start from the beginning. We had a decent beginning.
All right, so I kind of want to save the Roman and Jacob stuff for last.
Me
So,
too.
all right, cool. So we'll start with the Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins comes out, upset Roman has his title without pinning him. Then he puts the blame on Braun Breaker. He calls him out. Braun Breaker comes out with Paul Heyman. Seth asks him how they betraying him benefit Braun. Braun then complains about the Seth promos when they were together and didn't like how him and Reed looked like stooges. And then goes on to say all he needed was Paul Heyman. And then Seth tells Braun he's not ready. Braun tells him he's the best wrestler on the roster at being number two. Then Seth asks if he called Big Papa for lines, then tells Braun he's not number two in his own family, and then walks off. Thoughts?
That big Papa Pump line hit home.
Listen, I thought, right, what did you think about Braun's promo overall?
He held his own against Seth, but you know what I'm
Seth
saying? He
got the
still
better of
fumbled
it.
a little bit to
Seth
me.
had the better one.
Yeah.
Look, I'm big on Braun, love him to death, but Seth's promo definitely was better. If I feel like he would have got
Way
over it if it was probably a lesser wrestler, he would have got over with that promo. But Seth's good. Liv and
Seth's too good.
and then we get Liv, Morgan, and friends attacking Stephanie backstage. Stephanie Victor.
Man, that broke my heart.
They ain't had to do her like that. Crazy pop for
Oh, they
Roxanne
didn't.
though. In
I
her
mean, she was in
hometown.
her hometown,
Yeah.
what you expect. And we not about to act like she a bad wrestler.
No,
You
she's
know,
not.
she just a heel.
All right. So then we go into the first match of the night: Penta versus Rusev. Intercontinental titles on the line. Ethan comes out after Rusev sits ringside to watch the match. Ethan. All right. Well, he, I think he was cheering for both of them because it didn't really matter to him. So he was cheering for Penta in the beginning. He was also cheering for Rusev. Penta pins Rusev with like a that crazy fake out on the rope, and then he goes into that roll up pin. Gets and then Ethan gets in the ring, jumps Penta. Javon comes out and helps Penta out, and they up out of there.
I ain't even gonna lie, I thought that was funny as hell when he did that.
That little fake out,
Yeah, that fake out was
yeah,
too funny.
it was
Then he
funny
looked
and
at him like,
smart.
"You big dummy." He looked at him like, "You big dummy." I ain't gonna lie, I respect Rusev because he can put on a match. He just has to have the opportunity.
Hmm.
And I don't know what they doing with this intercontinental title scene right now, but I'm loving it.
Yeah. Then we go into Grande Americanos vignette promo for his upcoming Mass versus Mass match and how it's his biggest and most important match of his career. Speaks on getting a match against one of the most respected luchadors to put on the mask, Rey Mysterio. What did you think about
I'm
that?
loving it. I love the match. I ain't gonna lie, I did because Ray was hitting some.
Hold on. We could talk about that too. Ray, he wrestles Ray wins thanks to the OG Americano stopping Grande from inserting the steel plate.
Man, bro, listen, I can't wait for that mass versus mass match.
That mass versus mass match is about to be.
That bitch about to be fire.
about to tear your
That
ass
match about to
apart.
be fire. Look, you see, I couldn't even. I don't even want to talk about Rey Mysterio. Like, let's get to the nitty gritty, bro. I don't know which Americano you rooting for. I'm going for Ludwig personally.
I need more from the OG man. I feel like there's gonna be a whole lot of shenanigans during that mass versus mass match, and I will be tuning the fuck in. So then after that, Becky Lynch comes out cutting a promo about what it means to be a great wrestler as her, and then issues an open challenge. And Io Sky comes out to accept the challenge. Then Becky said she wanted someone new and shiny, and says Io is none of those things, and asked if it was like her coming out was like a fake out for Rhea to come out, and Becky could become Becky Two Belts again. And then they have the match. Becky wins due to Asuka's interference. Asuka attacks Io afterwards. The crowd chants, "We want Kari."
What else need to be said? We want Carter.
I thought Soruka was gonna come out and accept that open challenge.
They did play it like that, but they ended up playing her vignette. That shit was funny.
Yeah,
I kind of feel bad for Oscar because you can see it in her face when they got the
when she did the
chant "We
video
want
vignette,
Carter." Yeah,
and even in the video vignette where she had to cut that promo by herself, like that's not the same Asuka that we've been seeing these not even past couple weeks, past couple months.
yeah, we got bro. No energy. You can see the sadness. Then even when he was attacking EO, pay attention to when they was screaming that we want Kari and all that. Look at
Hmm.
her. Look at her face. Her facial expression. Like
I don't think she
that
was
makeup can't
expecting
have
that
but so much.
because the thing is, people like it's that whole thing with it's just the internet saying it. It's not just the internet. That Kari scene was a pivotal, important piece of that fucking story, and she just got fucking Thanos snapped out of it, and then we're supposed to forget like she wasn't just like they weren't just tag teaming like last week Monday.
No, seriously. See, the old WWE days is over with where they can say, hey, forget about this person. We ain't on that no more.
We could talk about
Like,
that LA Knight running and a little. We could talk about that later too, because that plays into the whole Jacob Roman thing. Joe Hendry concert. Paul, fire Logan Paul. Austin Logan come out. Logan Paul is crashing out saying he's unfireable. They end up jumping Joe, and the Street Profits come out and attack them. That's 2 weeks in a row now. And then while we're on the topic of the Street Profits, Seth tries to approach the Street Profits backstage. They cut him off and say, "Last week wasn't about you. You really think you're special? You ain't special," and walk off laughing.
I think he was coming to tell him thank you.
No, I think he was gonna go say thank. I think he was gonna say thank you, and then he was gonna like try to offer some type of services or something.
Well, 9 times out of 10, if Seth got to fight the Vision, he gonna find him an up and coming tag team. You know how WWE work.
Well, they're not. Yeah, I don't think Street Profits are interested in aligning with stuff right now. Then
Look, that look wasn't even fit. I ain't even gonna hold you.
it really wouldn't.
But hold on. You forgot to wave your hands for Joe Hendry.
That I ain't gonna lie. The whole crowd saying "fire," can we fire Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
Crazy work. especially after all them cuts. Crazy work. It's crazy work.
We're
Holy
gonna fit right in on
shit.
Monday Night Raw. See,
So, damn. So, speaking of opportunities being the theme of the show, apparently, Grayson Waller is backstage speaking with Adam about an opportunity while complaining about the recent hires. He said they got a vampire, they got Javon flipping around and OG cutting people, and then I forgot who else he complained about. Oh, complained about Joe Hendry got talent doing concerts now, like it's Coachella or something.
yeah, he was sorry, straight hating.
And then while he's complaining, Adam says Oba Femi. Then Wilder says he's overrated. He beat Brock Lesnar at the end of his career, but Oba is standing behind him and says, "You want an opportunity? Now you have one with me in the ring tonight." And then
Man,
before we get to there, well, actually, no, we could talk about that after that. Then we get the Oba versus Wilder match. Oba wins. After the match,
Oba versus Waller.
yeah,
Oba versus Waller. Really?
yeah,
That's what we gonna call that?
yeah.
Okay.
Then we get
Okay.
Oba versus Wilder. What? That's what happened. It was a match. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Short
two,
match.
I mean, all his matches have been under 5 minutes. None of his matches been over 5 minutes since he's been on the roster. So, I mean, shit.
I'm starting to wonder, are they protecting him from something?
Nah, we know he could wrestle long matches. We seen him on NXT. We seen him in no triple threats. We know that boy can wrestle. If anything,
But you
they
still
probably,
had.
if
You,
ain't what,
go
you
ahead.
probably should have let me finish the thing because
Yeah.
it plays into it. Oba wins after the match, cuts a promo about how every champ is locked in with challengers and contenders already, so he issued a Oba challenge to any brave soul willing to step up.
The Oba Open talent. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. Are you just gonna squash everybody, or are you gonna actually
He might
get
end up
active?
depending on who steps up. It's open to anybody. Your Dragunov could pop up. Carmelo Hayes could pop up. Um, got options.
I would like to see Ilya versus Oba though.
You know who else could pop up after they're done filming?
Drew.
Mm-hmm.
You said Drew, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I don't
because
know. I think
that
they need to do
he
something with Drew right
because
now.
Oba Oba has to run that fade with Drew. Remember when I was the Saturday night main event with the match Oba had with Cody and him interrupting that match?
Facts. They do gotta run that back.
Definitely got to run back, and Oba needs to run that match back with Cody as well.
Exactly. I don't know. I think Oba gonna
That's
destroy
where he
Cody.
should be going direction wise, but he on Raw.
But what happened to him being a free agent?
Nah, he's officially there.
Exactly.
He's wrestled most of his matches on Raw.
Yeah, I peeped that. I think they were just using that free agent shit to see where he was a better fit.
Only one that's like technically a free agent is Danhausen. He's not tied to no particular brand.
I think did we see him tonight?
You know what they did?
Yeah, they showed that though. They did show that
They
though.
played that shit during the commercials, and I liked it because it was far better than seeing Hulk Hogan.
Nah, for real.
It was a good
Whoever this,
cleanser, and that's what they should do moving forward and use his segments at like those type of stuff for the commercial breaks.
nah, for real, because bro, I can't do no more Hulk Hogan commercials.
And
Then
I
they
need
had
the
the
laughs.
audacity to try to promote that shit. Exactly.
All right, so then we go backstage with Liv and Roxanne. She picks up the conversation before they were having prior to when Stephanie came up behind them and they knocked heads before Mania, and asks if where her allegiances lies. Is it if it's with Finn or is it with the Judgment Day? Considering he brought her in, she reassures her allegiances with the Judgment Day and everything like that. And then because their tag match is coming up, so they're supposed to be getting ready. But Roxanne says, "Hold on, I gotta do something real quick." Then Finn pops up and tells her she can't trust Liv or anyone in the Judgment Day at that.
This is cinema.
And then Roxanne tells him, "Nah, chill out. It ain't like that. I know you brought me in and everything, but you know,
I don't know why I'm looking for the double swerve in this story.
yeah."
I'm looking for them to, you know,
But she needs somebody with her because Raquel. Depending on how Raquel feels about Liv, that's gonna play a big factor. Because remember, what was it, the Royal Rumble, and then her staking claim on Stephanie Vicure.
well, I do definitely think we about ready for a Liv Morgan face turn.
Then we go into the tag match: Lyra and Bailey versus Roxanne and Raquel. Roxanne pins Bailey for the win, thanks to a distraction by Liv Morgan.
What's my thoughts on this match? I don't know. The match, this match was kind of lit because of that crowd
Yeah,
though.
the crowd definitely added sauce to the match. That crowd was good tonight too.
Thought it was for real. Very good crowd, and that's a rarity, especially on a Monday night, unless they in Europe or something.
The match was good. I thought it was a very good match. I think Lyra and Bailey looked real good in that match. And it's funny because Roxanne, Lyra, and Bailey, they all have history because of NXT.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real. That's the funny part. He really is the workaholic of the women. I don't care what nobody say.
All right, now we could get into the down to the nitty gritty. So the night had a started off with at the top of the show with a vignette of Roman and the Usos speaking on the Jacob Fatu situation, and he seems to be seeking their counsel slash input. Jay says he's dangerous and needs to be addressed. Jim says he understands both sides and there's nothing wrong with Jacob wanting to provide a better life for his family. It just shouldn't be at Roman's expense. What do you think about that?
Crazy work. Crazy work. let me ask you a question. Where do you think this storyline is headed?
All right, let me read this LA Knight part and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it.
All right.
So then LA Knight runs into the Usos and says he doesn't like them in their bloodline mode, and how Jay won a world title on his own, and how Jim has all the potential to go for like a singles world title as well, but doesn't see how they can do that by aligning themselves with Roman. Now, I'll say this, with the visual that vignette was telling to me,
First family. First family.
what?
The first family.
Oh, yeah. So when they were all at the table, the three of them were at the head of the table, seated next to Roman.
Ah,
Not standing behind him like how Solo has with his MFTs, where he's sitting down and they're all behind him, like how Roman used to look back in the day. They're
mm-hmm.
all sitting together at the head of the
Equals.
table, and it's like on equal footing.
Equals.
That visual alone speaks volumes. This is that's telling me this is gonna be this is something different. This this ain't what y'all used to see. This ain't that 3 year run. This is our final. This is gonna be the final form, pretty much.
Ah, for real. And I think they get. I don't think Solo coming back. I think they're gonna have Jacob as the fourth man.
Sure, they might end up at
Or you
five.
never know. You never. I was about to say you never know. They might bring in Zilla.
Then to close out the night, listen. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I took some very detailed notes on this part. All right, so Roman comes out, says that he made the world heavyweight title. Oh, no. He says they made the world heavyweight title in spite of him. Says the man makes the title. He's the one that put the title on night 2 of WrestleMania. He made the title relevant. And then he asks the audience to acknowledge him. Then Jacob comes out. Roman says he gave him a week to make a decision to unite the family and not divide it. Jacob says last week he didn't stutter when he said he knew what he needed. He says when they were on their bloodline run, when he was broke, struggling, locked up, nobody called him but Solo did. Solo gave him a chance. He brought him in. Roman cuts him off. Confused by the Solo name drop, says Solo couldn't get a cup of coffee delivered to the building if he wanted to. Then asks Jacob to take a look around. Who do you think run things around here? Then says he sounds like a fool and that he doesn't deserve the title shot. He signed off on his ass and then says, "You against me, that's nepotism," and he can't do. And then that's when Jacob attacks him and hits him with a tugging death grip. I think that's important. Hit him with a tonguing death grip, choking him out, and says he's going to
Which
take
is crazy
everything
work. The
from
message
him.
behind that is crazy.
Yes. Grabs the title, looks at it, then throws it at Roman, walks off, and then as Jacob's walking off, Roman's still in the ring, gasping for air, grabs the mic and says, "You want me at Backlash? You got me at Backlash." And we also got an announcement of two matches. I forgot to mention this earlier. They announced two matches for Backlash. Seth versus Braun Breaker and EO versus Asuka as well. So we got three matches already on the card for Backlash.
Backlash shaping up to be something nice.
Most certainly is.
I'm just tripping on how Jacob made Roman look weak tonight.
Nigga, I thought the Usos was gonna pop out. No Jimmy or Jay. They was there tonight.
Bruh.
It was there.
But then again, this how you know they doing things different.
Hmm. Let Roman go out there on his own. Let him handle that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cause I bet you all next week, Roman gonna be like, I'm gonna smash him. I don't know. Roman be talking shit though. That should be funny.
I couldn't.
Oh,
I couldn't
my
believe you
man,
said that. That's nepotism. I wasn't expecting that from Roman.
I get what he was saying though. Like, if
Yeah.
I get anybody in my family a shot, like, what are we doing? They actually making Roman's point of view appealing to me, and that is crazy.
Because we've been here. Come on, they've been throwing around nepotism when it pertains to that family for how long now?
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it to be used like that though. Like
No.
that broad.
If come out like essentially the main one.
Exactly. And I'm wondering if they're starting to gear up for SummerSlam early.
I think they're
You know,
gonna
start getting these beefs, start getting these beefs, and you
rivalries
know,
going.
so they can come to a head in SummerSlam. I just wonder why CM Punk ain't came for his rematch.
You're the second person. He ain't getting no rematch, man.
That nigga got hit in the head with steps, bro, in the middle of a match. He deserved a
Okay,
rematch.
and
No
and he
disqualification.
low blowed Roman Reigns. So what we talking about?
I feel you, but Roman started it.
Some match. If anything, right?
That nigga,
Take it up with the ref.
that nigga under concussion protocol right now.
Who?
CM Punk, the way that
No.
nigga Roman hit him with them steps, nigga.
He alright.
That shit looked like it hurt.
He alright. I don't even think those stuff. I don't think those stuff busted him open though.
Nah, that steps, either way it go, that step spot was crazy.
It looked crazy, but that shit was safe. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit was safe as fuck. Only thing that could have went wrong was just Punk being out of place. That was the only thing that would have fucked that whole spot up for him if he was just out of place.
Nah, for real. That would have went very bad. I wonder though if CM Punk was to come back, is he gonna call that shot on Roman or is he gonna call a shot on Cody?
I mean, he got an opportunity with Cody, so
I don't think Cody gonna beat Punk, bro.
mm,
Cody on his Super Cena run, so I don't know.
I mean, going to war with the big bad conglomerate.
You feel me? And the nigga a nicer version of Stone Cold Steve Austin, a sober version.
Uh, So, how you feel about the overall episode?
Overall episode was nice. It was this to me, I feel this should have been like, plus added those surprises. This should have been the night after WrestleMania. This episode, just because of the matches,
Gotcha.
not just using people because of star power. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it all the way down to the Roman and Jacob shit.
Yes.
That right there, that is cinema. Kudos to whoever wrote that. Question is, tell me what you think of tonight's. You know what
I
I'm saying?
enjoyed it. I was thoroughly entertained. I'm for this Oba challenge. I want to see how that's about to play out. I'm interested to see who is going to try and step up. I'm
Right. We gotta
interested in
wait for next week
seeing
on that.
what happened.
We gotta wait for next week for that though.
Yeah, and I'm also interested in seeing how this stuff with the Street Profits attacking Logan Paul and Austin Theory is about to play out next week because that's 2 weeks in a row. Y'all gotta address them.
Nah, for real.
Like they jumped y'all once, all right, yeah, y'all did that for Seth. Y'all might have been in cahoots with Seth. Y'all came out of nowhere and we was jumping Joe Hendry. All right, y'all just don't know how to mind your business.
Well, what I'm saying, I don't understand why the Usos don't have the title stuff.
You know why?
Like this backstage, I
All,
ain't
all,
stupid,
all,
but
all,
I'm
all,
just
all
saying.
the all the online hate backlash when they did have them. People didn't want them to have them.
But look who the fuck they gave him to because they
Listen,
listened to the
listen,
dumbass audience.
listen. This is what I be thinking to myself every now and then. Like, is like you might not like the person that has that title currently, but the alternative could be so much worse. And then when you get and then when they remove it, you're like, oh yeah, they got them off. They got the title off of them, and they put it on someone else that you're like, why? Sometimes you just
They
gotta
really
let
just threw
people cook.
Austin Theory and Logan Paul together. They threw them two losers together. We don't claim Logan Paul
All
in
right,
Cleveland.
who are we saying they? You know that's Paul Heyman's call, right? You think they forced Logan Paul into Paul Heyman?
Well, Paul Heyman need to work his magic on that motherfucker. He need to do something.
You trying? You see him? You see he's stressed out. He don't lost Bronson Reed and fucking Braun Breaker. He just got Braun Breaker. He's worried about Reed coming back now. Then he just lost. He's going through a lot, man. He don't lost the beast.
Beast to be back, allegedly.
He's retired.
I
He
know
is
he ain't
in
coming back.
the forever.
I know he ain't coming back.
And then, oh yeah, that's what,
But you got
and
something.
especially after what Waller said too to when he was talking to Adam, he beat Brock Lesnar at the end of his career.
I think that outcome would have been the same, regardless of what part of his career he was in.
No, no, that's not the point, Rod.
No,
He'd
I
be
just wanted to
back.
say it though. I ain't the biggest Brock fan, but I'm just saying.
It's gone. You might see
Mhm.
him at SummerSlam, but he ain't wrestling. He probably gonna be in that ring on some like AJ Styles shit. You know, they're gonna play a nice little video for him, shake his hand, give him his flowers, and he's going back home. Call me when y'all
Nah,
induct
for
me into
real.
the Hall of Fame. I'll pop out.
Nah, for real. That's how niggas is nowadays, though.
I think that's just how he is.
Damn, we ain't see no Dirty Dom this week.
Nope, we didn't even see him backstage with Liv and friends
Ain't even see JD.
at all. Scared of the demon, man.
You know, they probably got the week off. Folks getting, pinned the driver through ladders and shit, and then trying to put on 5-star matches the next day, even though it fell flat of a few stars, but still a good match nevertheless. I hate how underrated JD McDonough is.
It's not his fault entirely. He's kind of like low key, kind of
Nah.
like the new mankind.
Yeah,
Especially that shit with his what was it, his ribs?
yeah. They should make him indestructible or something, like where he act like he don't feel pain.
You know what's funny?
You feel
You
me?
say that, and that was like pretty much his gimmick in NXT. But you should have been. I think you was watching that, weren't you?
Think so. That's why I'm sitting there trying to remember.
Because remember, he came in, he was on some like Master of Pain type shit, and he was talking about how he could split ligaments and tendons and shit like that.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think the next few months of wrestling about to be real interesting.
Just going to see how everything is about to play out, and then Friday, on Ricky Saints is debuting, and maybe Blake Monroe. I don't know if she's gonna be on NXT um on Tuesday night, but
I told you that boy Ricky Saints was going to
I mean, he he already held two titles. Call that boy up. That's what I say. I've been said like if you held a title, you should get you should get a call, a tap on the shoulder, something.
we watching you some some
That's
kind
why I
of
was so shocked about Laney Reed getting tapped on the shoulder. That's why I was so shocked about Javon getting a tap. Not to say like they're not talented or anything, but they ain't have no gold around their waist yet. Fallon had two titles. She wasn't a double champ, but she held two different titles.
True.
JC, double champ. Um, Trick, not double champ, but he held different titles. Oba, multiple titles. Javon didn't hold nothing.
And they blessed Javon. If we could have had his championship run in NXT before they called him up, though.
Ethan Page, double champ, and held multiple of the NXT titles. He had the NXT recently, the NXT North American Men's Championship, and before that, when he first came in, he had the NXT Championship. So Ruka, double champ, speed champ, and was the NXT Women's North American Champion. I'm just surprised Kalani hasn't got called up.
I think Alani gonna end up in NXT, NXT with TNA.
What?
No, I think she's gonna end up in TNA, man, because it's like she been blanding me lately.
Oh, you must not have been paying attention.
I said to me, she been bland.
I'm saying you must not have been paying attention, sir. They,
It's
her
not
and
her.
fucking Jada outside of the ring, beef. You know she ran up on her outside while she was parked and was beating on her
Wow.
windshield and everything, and she was live.
Mm.
You know Carmella was there in the live. You know what he
Carmelo
said?
Hayes, nigga.
Yes. You know what he
Or
said? Get the
or
strap.
fried shit.
And then them brawling backstage constantly. Yeah, it's war.
I'm about to check some of that shit out. I did say I was about to take my ass to bed and watch that new Maul though on my way to sleep.
I might do
I
a
gotta I
watch
gotta
party
get
in the
caught up.
Discord.
When tomorrow?
I don't know, sometime this week. But if you enjoyed the content so far, like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah. And make sure you tap that button
and
and
also
smoke weed and drink water.
subscribe to the Old Man Jenkins channel as well.
Yeah. Cause I like me. So that means y'all love me. So if y'all love me, how could y'all not like me? So hit that button.
We'll catch you guys next episode.